but we're going to try to record it. So hopefully those that aren't on will be able to share it with them later. And I want to, I'm going to try to go ahead and share screen with y'all to look at the chart here. Okay, so can y'all see that chart? You're good? Okay. You'll see this posted in most of our team pages, and I know the larger that I make it, the blurrier it gets, but it's in our success plan. If you look at the pinned post at the top of the Pink Freedom page or the Shine Bright Like a Diamond page, it's pretty much the same thing. It's posted on both of those because I totally stole it from Kelly. And it will have the success plan is on there too. So I just want to kind of start, and we've posted these, this information is in all of the team pages right now too. But it's kind of like, okay, when you first start, at the very top of the chart, you can see the associate level. And what that means is you've signed up, and that's it. And then you see the ambassador level. That means that you've signed up. You have your auto qualification in place. Well, what does that mean? It means that you have your backup order turned on and that you're eligible to receive commissions. Without that backup order turned on, if you could have $5,000 in PV in a month and you're not going to get paid on it. So if you do not have your backup order turned on, you are not commission qualified. So when we say that you have to be qualified, that's one of those things. And what will happen is, like, Amanda's my level 1. So if she has 1,000 PV in a month and she doesn't have her backup order on, that's going to roll up to me, and I'm going to get paid on it. So literally, when I say to people, and some of y'all might have heard me say it before, that if you don't have that on, then I get your paycheck. Like, for real, I do. I do. So you always want to make sure everybody has their backup order turned on. When you get to a senior ambassador, what that means is that you have 2 qualified ambassadors under you. So those are your level 1s. Anybody that you personally sponsor that goes to your website and clicks Join Plexus and they enroll as an ambassador under you, they are your level 1s. Okay? So all of those people are going to be your level 1s, and then when they sign somebody up, that person would be your level 2, and so forth and so on. So that's how it kind of works in the genealogy. So you're going to have your senior ambassador is having 2 qualified ambassadors, and you'll get paid on them as long as you have achieved your 100 PV in sales for that month, and they have their 100 PV in sales that month. Okay? So for you to get paid on them, they have to be commission qualified, which is having their 100 PV in and having their backup order on. Then your next level, which most all of y'all are at or you're close to, is silver. And you go silver when you have 3 qualified ambassadors. And the nice thing about going silver is you don't have to wait until they have their PV. If you add 3 people in a month with the welcome pack, they all count. So you can go silver without them having 100 PV as long as they purchase their welcome pack during that month. When you do go silver, and to go silver, guys, you have to have 3 people that are your level 1s. Okay? So that's 3 people that you personally sponsored. And when you get that, you're going to get $100 bonus on it. So you can see it there where it says silver ambassador and it says 3 personally sponsored, and then you go across and it says one-time achievement bonus of $100. You also get paid on levels 1 through 5. So like if you have just 3 people under you, but then like one of your level 1s has people under them and they have people under them, so you get paid all the way down on 5 levels at that point. Okay. The next step is to go gold, and you can see kind of where this is trending, like how many personally sponsored ambassadors that you have to have. And then now it's going to get a little bit more important as to where the pay points come in, okay? So to go gold, you have to have what is known as 100 pay points. What that means is 20 people on your levels 1 through 3 that have that are qualified and have their backup order on. They have their 100 PV for the month, okay? It can be people in lower levels, but you would need more people, okay? Because your levels 1 through 3, you get 5 points for those. So that's kind of how that'll get for you. You can do something that is known as Fast Start Gold. I'm just going to touch on that real quickly while we're here. And we've had 2 people do that in the last month on Katrina's team. Rusty and Robin both went Fast Start Gold. And what that means is that they added 20 people in their levels 1 through 3 within their first 30 days of becoming an ambassador. So if you have somebody that when you're going to sign them up and you know that they're going to be really hardcore working the business and they have the potential of adding people like that, I would talk to them about it like straight from the get-go, probably even before you sign them up, so that they know. Because what happens if you fast start is your bonus is double. So where for the gold bonus is $250. So if you fast start gold, that doubles to $500, and your silver bonus doubles to $200. So it's $700 in bonus money in your first 30 days, and that's just bonus money. It doesn't count all the welcome packs and stuff that you get paid on, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Okay. So pay points are very similar to profit sharing. You get paid on money for every point that you have for people that are in your downline. And you can see over to the right side where it has number 7 and it says Plexus Point / profit sharing. And it'll show you how many points people are worth in your organization based on what level they are. And then keep in mind, that we just discussed that at silver you get paid on levels 1 through 5. So all of those people you will get paid pay points on, depending on what level they are, once they are commission qualified every month with their 100 PV. Pay points, they vary from month to month. And last month, I believe when I looked, because they just posted, it was like 286. So if you're gold and you have 100 pay points, multiply that out by $2.86, you get that much on pay points for the people that are in your downline team. Pay points, I don't think I've ever seen them below like 275. I think rock bottom, like there's a guarantee thing that they can't be below $1.80, but they've been as high as like $4. So they do vary every month, and I think that is the most confusing thing to every person when they start with this company, because nobody understands what a pay point is. So Plexus puts 50% of our profits back into our ambassadors. 45% of that is where they come up with pay points. So they look at how many points everybody has accumulated in the company for active ambassadors that counted that month, and they divide that up and take 45% of the profits divided by those number of points, and that is where they calculate. That's how they get the formula for what a pay point is every month. So that's why it changes from month to month, because obviously some months you might have more PV, some months you might have less PV. We might have more people active, so forth and so on. So it does change on a monthly basis. But it's a good, that's a good kind of round number for where it is. And Kelly, if you ever want to interject something, feel free. So that's kind of telling you what pay points are. Does that make sense to everybody? And how we come up with, okay, here's these pay points. So what happens is when you add an ambassador, you sponsor them, they're your level 1. Okay. and we're going to say you added them last month and they had a welcome pack last month. So now we're in this month. And they've ordered and they have over 100 PV. You then will see in your back office when you log in on the qualifications box, like you'll see on your dashboard how many points you have. And that's going to roll up during the course of the month based on the number of ambassadors that you have that are qualified and how many points that you earn for them depending on what level that they're at. So that's how that works. The next bonus level from gold is senior gold. At senior gold, you have to have 250 points in your organization, and that's a $350 bonus for you. You can also fast start senior gold, which you know, that's a whole lot of bonus money there. You'd be looking at $1,400. But when you start ranking, you want to really pay attention, like this little column over here that says points needed outside of primary leg. And I think besides pay points, that's one of the things that's the most confusing about our comp plan for people that aren't real familiar with it. So every ambassador that you add to your team, if they are level 1s, they all count as a leg of your team. Okay, so if you had 15 level 1s, you would have 15 legs. Now the team that has the most people on it and that's giving you the most pay points every month, that is considered your primary leg. Okay, so like for me, Jana's team right now is my primary leg. Oh, sorry, y'all. So she's considered my primary leg. So every month I have to look at Crystal, Candace, Amanda, like everybody that's not in Jana's team. I have to have a certain number of points from them for me to rank up or to keep my rank advancement. Okay, so you'll see, like at gold, you have to have 15 points outside your primary leg. At senior gold, you got to have 40. The reason why those numbers go up as the rank goes up is so that you don't get like one person under you that's really rocking the business and they're busting their tail and they're doing a great job, and you don't do anything but you just keep promoting because they're promoting, you know. And we do know people in this company who have outranked their uplines because the upline didn't have enough points on their outside leg as they started growing into these upper level positions. So you want to make sure as you're growing a team, we discuss it to go wide, and what that means is that you're adding enough level 1s that you can actually support those outside leg points. So your next level is Ruby Ambassador, and this is the rank that I just got back in February. And you have to have 500 points to go Ruby. You get a $500 bonus when you go Ruby. And you have to have 100 points outside your primary leg. And at Ruby, you have to have at least 4 personally sponsored ambassadors. So you have to have a minimum of 4 level 1s. The next up would be Senior Ruby, which is where we're praying that I'll be this month. And this is where Kelly ranked last month, and that means 750 points total that you have to have in your organization, and 150 points in your outside leg or outside your primary leg. So those are pretty basic, and it kind of just sets it out there for you. And then after Senior Rubies, where all the real exciting stuff starts to happen. So when you go Emerald, and you will see the jump from Senior Ruby to Emerald goes from 750 to 1500. So it's a pretty significant jump. But when you go Emerald, you that's when you qualify for your Lexus. You get that that free Lexus. You also when you go Emerald, you get what is known as the Emerald Pool bonus. And you will see over to the side where it has that little check mark for share in Emerald Pool. And what that is, remember I told you 50% of the money of the profits goes back into ambassador pay. 45% of that goes towards pay points. The other 5% of that comes in these next 3 levels. Okay, so the Emerald Pool gets 3% of that remaining profit. So 3% of that remaining profit is divided amongst whatever number of emeralds have qualified as emerald for that month, and they get that as their emerald bonus for the month. And every month that they qualify as emerald, they get that. When you rank sapphire, which is where Bridget just went, you again have doubled your team from there, so you got 3,000 pay points, and you get to keep that emerald pool bonus, but then you also get a sapphire pool bonus, which is an additional 1%. And then when you go diamond, it's 4,500 points, and you get an additional 1%. So that's where that total extra 5% comes in. So once you go through all of those ranks, when you go diamond, okay, when you're emerald, you get to choose one of those white Lexuses, and that they list the different models that you can choose from there. But when you go diamond, it's a black one. Okay, so at emerald you get a $500 allowance towards your Lexus. At diamond you get a $1,000 allowance towards your Lexus. So it's quite the upgrade there for a car. And then once you're diamond, if you hit 6,000 points, say I believe it's 6,000, they allow you to go and re-enter under yourself. So you can actually start a whole nother team, and that's where you'll see things like where Celeste, she joined under herself again. That's how she went double diamond. So she literally went all the way diamond with the company, and then re-ranked all the way up through every rank and went diamond again. This is the only company I have ever seen in network marketing that will allow you to do that. And yeah, she's got 2 cars. So like when you're diamond and you go emerald on that second leg, you qualify for a second car. You get another car allowance. So she has like her SUV, and then she has I think when she went diamond on her second leg, she got the little sports car. So I mean, you know, she's got 2 very, very nice Lexuses. Never mind all the money that you're getting paid. It's pretty crazy. So let me just go down here on the chart for retail commissions. Your first $100, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me just 1 second. And I hate to do this, but my little boy keeps screaming, and he's not going to stop. Hang on 1 second. Buddy, tell me on the call, okay?
I'll start on what she was on, and when she comes back, she can pick up. But the box she was talking about, retail commissions, that is your total PV amount. So if you have anything from 0 to $99.95, you're not earning any commissions at all. So, you know, obviously that's why when we reach out to you and say, hey, you're at $79.95, don't want you to miss out on that commission. That's where that comes in. Because if you don't hit that 100 mark, you don't get paid at all. Okay, Alicia, that's all I did. You can take it from there.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that.
You're welcome. No, it's okay. We all know how it is.
That's part of that single mama thing. So when you hit 100, from $100 to $4.99, you get paid 15% commission off of anything that you sold, anything that you purchased, anything that your customers have bought. If it's been bought through your website, that's what you get paid your commissions on. For $500 PV and up, you get paid 25%. And once you hit that, that counts from that $100 mark up. So it's not just from 5 to 700, you get it on those $200. You get it for all of it that you've done over your $100 once you hit the 500 mark. All of your level ones, that first $99, you're not going to get anything on that. But $100 and up on their PV, you get paid 5% on that. So that's your override commission for all of your level ones, and it's only for level ones, but you do have override commission that you get for them. Then let me see if this is going to let me scroll. There we go. On the number 3 box, it's going to give you your preferred customer bonuses. And I think this is one thing that people misunderstand a lot. When you have a preferred customer and they order from you every month, you get paid your preferred customer bonus every month. So if they have Just Slim, you can see the cash bonus on that is $15. So every month you're going to get paid whatever your commissions are for them ordering, and then you're going to turn around and get a $15 cash bonus because that's a preferred customer. So that's real residual income, y'all, where you continue to get that every single month. And it lists for you I'm really sorry, y'all. It lists for you the different amounts for different products that you can get that on. The number 4 box is showing you the welcome pack bonuses. So whenever you sponsor a new ambassador and they're your level 1 and they do the $99 welcome pack, you get $24.75 that you get paid on that. If they do the $199 welcome pack, you get $49.75 that you get paid on that. The welcome pack bonus, that's your business building bonuses, and we get paid those weekly. So when you add a new ambassador to your team, like this week through Saturday, next Friday you will get paid your business building bonuses for those. So those are real nice little treats kind of in between when we get paid our other bonuses. And then you can see that the business building bonuses are paid on 4 levels. So even if it's your level 2, your level 3, your level 4, you still are going to get paid some kind of bonus on that every time they buy their welcome pack. Rank achievement bonuses, we really talked about that up in the top box, but this just kind of shows you also like for the fast start achievements. So your 5 and 6 ways that we get paid are your rank advancements. Again, those are paid all the way through Senior Ruby. And then the fast start bonuses, if you rank one of those levels during your first 30 days, then your bonus is double. So it's possible for anybody to do that. Then your number 7 way that we get paid, of course, is the pay points, which we kind of went over some. And then there's the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond pools. And then there's the re-entry leg that you get to go back in under yourself at 6,000 points. So that kind of is the comp plan itself in a nutshell. But I wanted to kind of share something else with y'all that goes with the comp plan. And let's see if I can.
Hey, Alicia, can I add one thing about for customers? I just thought about it, and most of them I think know, but I know Alicia talked about those preferred customer bonuses, and those are really awesome. I have a customer that's ordered Slim for over a year, and that's all she orders, which is why she's still just a preferred customer. But I literally get $15 every single month. But the cool thing about preferred is there's 3 perks really to that. One is we all know we have those customers that message us 3 days before they're about to run out of product and say, oh man, I just realized I'm about out of my Slim and there's no way I'm gonna be able to order it and get it in time. I wish I had ordered it sooner. Okay, well, if they order preferred, it's gonna automatically ship and it takes all the guesswork out for them. So that's the first perk. The second perk to that is the prices are cheaper. Anywhere from like $5 to $15 cheaper. depending what they're ordering. So if they're ordering 3 or 4 products, you can imagine the savings that will add up as a preferred customer. And then obviously consecutive orders, they get an additional percentage off. And then the third thing is us getting those bonuses. So if you have potential customers, I wouldn't even mention the retail price at all. Like I literally say to my potential customers, I say when they ask how to order, I say, well, we have a retail option, but I'll be honest, it's just dumb because it's the most expensive way. You have to remember to order your products. I said, I typically prefer the preferred customer price. And then I'll explain to them the cheaper price, the auto shipment, and then the discount after multiple orders. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I know when a lot of people first join, they think, oh, well, if it's more expensive to do retail, then I probably make more commission on it. But realistically, you don't, and they spend more money. They have to remember to order. So I feel like they're less likely to commit. So I would always, always recommend preferred. Just
I have a question about that.
everybody. Okay.
When they do order preferred and, we do the auto shipment, I've never asked my customers this and I probably need to, but do they get their shipment in before they run out or is it shipped do you see what I'm saying? Is it shipped like a week before they would be scheduled to run out?
It ships, like let's say they order on the 5th of March, then it will ship again on the 5th of April. So if there's no backlog in shipping, which I will say I think is getting better. I think there's a few hit or miss there. Because I know I ordered last week on Thursday and my orders, it was one for me and one for Michael. And they both came on Saturday, which was really fast. But so if that's the case, then realistically, they should be coming about the same time every month. So they should be close to running out. Now, I'm sure there's been a few where that hasn't happened, but that's the goal. For sure.
But it probably is a fluke thing, like some of the catch up with the shipping and the end of March. Okay.
Right.
Thank you, hon. I did, just on a side note, I did order today and it already shipped today.
See, I think they are really improving. I think some of that backlog's out of the way and they're able to back. We used to, before this new back office, before October, we could order, like I would order on a Wednesday and I'd have my products by the weekend. So, that is what I kind of expect, which to me, that's over and above good customer service. Like to me, that's, excellent. 5 days, 5 to 7 is realistic for most places, unless like Amazon Prime, you pay extra for faster shipping. But yeah, I do think we're headed back in that direction, which is amazing.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Thank you for letting me interject, Alicia.
No, you're fine. Thank you. I'm going to see if this will let me come back over here. Well, let's try this again. I wanted to share this with y'all too, because I think a lot of times the first thing that people see and the first thing people think is, let me get on all this PV because I'm going to get paid 25% commission on it. And truthfully, your PV is the quickest, fastest money that you're going to see. However, we talk a lot about the power of 3 and going silver and duplicating that with your team. And I wanted to share this with y'all, and there's plenty of videos on it like this. I probably have shared on Pink Freedom before. I'm sure Kelly shared it, but we could post it again. But if you'll look at this and see, this duplication is literally by 3. And you can see that, on your level 1, if you had 3 people, and then your level 2 would be 9 people because all 3 people have duplicated by 3. Okay, does that make sense? So if that duplicated down on 7 levels, then your points would be at 4,893 points, which is over what you need to be diamonds. And in this scenario that they listed here, they gave the pay point value of $3. Okay, so looking at 4,893 times $3, which is an even number, that's $14,679 just in pay points. That's not Emerald full bonus that you get. That's not sapphire bonus. That's not diamond bonus. That's just the pay points. And they broke it out here so that, people could really see that. You would have to sell $59,000 worth of PV to be able to make commission to equal that same amount of money. That's a whole lot of product, y'all. I'm just saying. $59,000 is a whole lot of product. So when we tell you to look at, if you have a customer that's happy like Crystal, she was my customer. I'm gonna pick on you for a minute. For over a year, and I kept telling her, "Girl, you're like, you post already, like showing off how good you're doing, like just be an ambassador." And she was like, "Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it." But the reason, like, you want those people to get on board with you and she loves the products, right? So she's gonna kind of probably be telling people about it anyway. And you see the difference in the pay potential if you have, even if they're just wholesale people, if you have those number of people on your team and you're getting those pay points for them, that adds up, guys, like big time. So, like there's a lot of people that we know that are diamonds, even that, like, if their team, if they have over $1,000 in PV, then they go message those people and say, okay, listen, do we need to convert some of these people to be ambassadors? Because if they're loving the product, let them buy them wholesale, because that's gonna, in the long run, help you get where you're trying to get. Does that make sense?
And too, think about how many wholesale ambassadors later decide to work the business. Like, I was a wholesale ambassador, Alicia was a wholesale ambassador, and we're like not many months away from Emerald. So that's the other thing you have to look at too, is you never know when someone falls in love with the products like they have, you never know who they'll share with. So that's another good part to it too.
That's exactly right. In this scenario continues down, like they'll show you, like, if instead of adding 3 people, if you added 4, it would be $87,000 per month in pay points. Like, that's just almost unfathomable to me. But there was a post around right before Christmas, and it was one of those things of, do this emoji if you make this bracket of money with Plexus, do this emoji if you make this. And then one of them was like money bags. Like, if you make over like $20,000 a month, then do the money bag. And Celeste, who's our top earner, like, I saw her comment on there, and I started counting the money bags a month, people, counting the money bags that were worth $20,000 each. And when I got done counting them, I looked, and somebody like had commented on that and said, "Am I the only one like counting Celeste money bags?" And it was like $240,000 a month, y'all. A month. Hear what I'm saying to you? Like, that might not be what everybody's gonna do, but it's being done. And we have our friends who, like, we do this business with, that like Kelly and I have had lunch with, and one that's been to my house. Like, those people are live and real and in person to me, that are making $15,000-$20,000 a month right now doing this business. And
in Paulding County, okay? Hear me when I say that. In Paulding County, 1099s over $100,000 a year, y'all. I've seen them. I promise, it's legit. And they're normal people, just like me and you. Like, if they can do it, you can do it. Seriously. If one person, the Zoom call or the Sunday night call said, if one person in your company is successful, you can be successful. And I 100% believe that. I think it takes work, and I think it takes mindset of saying, I can do this, for sure. Sorry.
No, and that's so true, because they're right here. I mean, like literally within just a couple of miles from my house, one of them lives just right there. She's right there. And she's a diamond making buku bucks. I mean, so I want you guys to grasp this comp plan because there is not, I say that because I've done other multi-level marketing. I've done this before. I have makeup still in my house to prove it. That I'm where the comp plan's not like this. Like it literally, when we tell you it is a comp plan that is like no other, it truly, truly is. I have a girlfriend of mine who does extremely well with essential oils. And I mean, she makes very, very good money at it. However, when we get together and she's like, oh, y'all actually will let the husband be on the wife's team and double dip like that? Yeah, girl, we sure will. Most companies won't do that. Like that's unheard of. Where you can have couples like double dipping off the same stuff. But we allow that. And to not have, I mean, like I'll just tell you, like in my experience, there's actually companies where you have to purchase a certain amount of money worth of product a month for you to be able to qualify to get the wholesale pricing. Otherwise, you're going to pay retail pricing. Like if you only need $100 worth of stuff, you're going to pay retail just like a customer would. Versus if you buy $250 worth of stuff, then they'll let you have your wholesale discount. I'm telling y'all, if you love these products and you believe in this, get on board. Like this is it. We can take this and you can take this to a whole different level if you focus and you look at where you actually can go. And I think it took me, I know for me, it took me time, like, because I was working, and even though I would post and my business was growing and my team was growing, I wasn't all in until a certain point. And when I got all in, it changed everything. And when you get all in and you think, okay, yeah, I can do this because I know so-and-so up the street is doing this. And I've seen them do it and I've seen them be successful. Well, we're about to be those people, y'all. I mean, Kelly Brock's going to be driving her new Lexus like real soon. So like when I tell you, like you're going to have that. That's huge. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but to me, that is huge. When I looked at this Power of 3 presentation the first time and I saw, oh, I got to sell like 60 grand worth of product to make what I could make if I just had these people on my team. Yeah, let me go on ahead and just start adding some people to my team because that's truly where it's at. If they're going to buy the products and they're going to purchase at least $100 worth of product a month, they should be, let them be a wholesale ambassador. I mean, that's really where it's at. Now, what questions do y'all have about the comp plan? Did I just run in circles or?
I have a question.
Ask it.
My question is, so when you have the points for, so like if I'm going to go silver, I have to have 5 points and 3 ambassadors. Do those points add up or do they start over for, like once you achieve a level, do you start over again to go to the next level or does it continue to roll over?
Your points, when you go silver, you have to have 15 points or 3 people. And silver's the only level where you can get to silver if you don't technically have the points because of the welcome pack. So like for you, you already got 1 person qualified this month, I think. So yes. When you add like 2 more people join you with a welcome pack this month, you're silver. That'll count for you. Or if they join with their 100 PV this month, that counts for you. So that would put you silver. It does not start you over to go to the next rank. Where it does start over is every month. So, we don't publicly discuss what our pay is, but I'll just tell y'all I ended last month at 646 points, and I gave y'all the pay point value already, if you remember that. So if you got a calculator, you need math. And I'll just say that that's a huge portion of my check is off of this pay point. But your points start over every month. So, you know, you want to have people on your team that are going to qualify and order their products and have their products every month. So, but it's going to grow, you know, like however many people you have on your team, it's just going to progress through the month. Like, the first of the month is very painful for us all, especially when you're trying to rank like big ranks, and you started as an ambassador, and it'll show you in your back office, like as you progress, you know, when you hit 100 points, when you hit 250, like every rank, it shows us progressing up to where we're going to hit for the month, you know?
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
As you start building a team, the first is like depressing. Like when you log into your back office and you had 600 points and then you log in and you have 0. So be prepared for that bummer. I know probably anyone that's like gold or above or even inching up on gold knows that feeling all too well.
Yeah. It's a big ouchie on the on the first of the month whenever you see everything plummet, and then you just anticipate it and watch, you know, all month as it continues to grow back up. So it's definitely exhilarating as we get through the month every month. What other questions do y'all have? Nobody? Sarah, are you trying to ask something?
I have a question.
Okay, Jamie, ask it.
I don't understand as far as like when people get paid. I know some people get paid every week, some people get paid every month. Like, when does that change?
Your business building bonuses, what you get paid off of welcome packs, is the only thing that you get paid weekly. Unless you buy like a retailer pack, which is that big $500 retailer pack, they do pay a bonus on that the following week when you purchase it, because it's such a huge amount. Other than that, all the commissions and all the bonuses are always paid on the 15th of the following month. And the reason they do that is because of the way that the comp plan is structured. You know, like that first week you might have only had 100 PV, but then the next week you might have 500. So, you know, they do that so that they can see where you're going to end for the month in your PV and pay you. You know, if you're going to hit your 25%, you're going to get paid your 25% on all of it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else? Y'all just remember you have to unmute your microphones.
Mine wasn't really a question. It was more of a statement.
Okay.
I had a customer that placed an order at the end of last month and just got her order today. And then I placed an order 2 days ago and it hasn't even shipped yet. Like the label was created, but it hasn't actually left the building. Is there a way that it can be, is it just me that's going that slow on?
No, sometimes right now, even like a lot of times the orders will arrive before the label even shows up in back office, and that's something that they've been working with. A lot of that has to do with the Postal Service, because they are who is providing the updated shipping information on that. And, you know, like I had an order of mine personally that was done on the 31st, and it got here Saturday, I think. So it took a little bit of time for that one to get here too. I think truthfully, like we had some shipping issues before, and then they offered out this 15%, and so many people were ordering. And I mean, like I had people that were ambassadors under me that have been inactive for like forever that ordered because of that 15%. So, you know, there was like mass orders that went out, but like Kelly was saying, like now it seems like they're starting to kind of pick back up. but like on that order from the 31st that got here Saturday, it didn't show me any tracking information until it was in the Ackworth post office.
Okay.
So, I mean, it showed like that the label had been created, but it didn't update it until it was in the Ackworth post office.
Okay.
And we can always look at them. Like, if it's your order, Sarah, I can see it. Like, I can go, like, look at your orders or look at Fred's orders, you know. But if it's a customer's order, I'll have to do a little bit more digging into it.
Yeah.
So I can kind of keep a watch on those too. But if I need to call on it, then, you know, always let us know. Like, if you have a customer, especially if it's a new customer, that, or a new ambassador even, that, you know, like they just ordered their welcome pack, kind of keep an eye on it. Like, if in 3 days we don't have a label created, then, you know, go ahead and call on it, or let us know so we can try to call on it for you. You know, like, I don't ever recommend somebody telling a customer to send an email to customer service, because last I heard they were backlogged 100,000 emails, because they do priority is phone calls coming in, and then priority is shipping. So they take people off phones to actually answer those emails. So yeah, I would, like, I'd rather call and wait for 45 minutes and know I'm going to get an answer or get some kind of something done, rather than sending an email and not getting an answer for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, so this was a new customer, but since it took 11 days, luckily she's one of my close friends, so I'm pretty sure she'll still order, but I don't know. I'm hoping.
Let her know that that's not the norm. I mean, it's not. We did have some IT issues with our shipping, and most of that was around triplex orders. But you know, then like so many people, like we were bombarded with orders when that 15% off hit. So
Okay. Thank you.
sustainably, you're welcome. Anybody else have any questions on the comp plan? No. Quiet group. Well, okay, y'all. I'm not going to keep you. I hope that helped answer questions or clear some things up to review it, and will help you as you go forward with your teams to help explain it some too. If y'all have any questions that we didn't answer that you didn't want to just ask on here, then feel free to reach out, and we'll be glad to answer those too. Okay. So thank y'all all for hopping on. Appreciate it very much. And
Thank you, Lisa.
you're welcome. Y'all have a good night. Okay.
Thanks, girl. Good night.
Thank you.